What's going on, guys? Today, I bring you Nightmare on Elm Street. Not only Nightmare on Elm Street, but specifically, would it work today? There's so many people out there, myself included, who really want a new Freddy movie, but would it actually work? Mind you, the first few Nightmare on Elm Street movies were really dark, and then when they started to get a little too dark and add in on this backstory and the lore, they wanted to kind of tone it down a bit, being why the end of the franchise they get so goofy and campy. Now, the 2010 reboot, we actually get to see a lot more of his backstory, kind of as a predator, right? But again, the audience reactions were so bad. Granted, they weren't all because of that, but there were a lot of them because of that, right? You know the day and age we're in now. If that was too dark for back then, when you were able to do things like that, and today where there's cancellation and everybody always has something to say online, could you even do a Nightmare on Elm Street movie without making it campy like the ones later in the franchise? My personal favorite Freddy movies are the first two, the original and the second one. I know a lot of people don't like the second one. I really enjoy it. Dream Warriors is a very good one, right? New Nightmare was good too, and I do have fun with the other ones, like especially when I was a kid. I had no problem watching them, and I do watch them every time I rewatch the franchise, but that's not what we're here for, right? That's not what we're here for, especially the super later ones. Freddy's flying around on a witch broom and making jokes. Like, they did the same thing with Child's Play, did the same thing. And what's crazy is we have modern Chucky right now, right? We have the Peacock show, obviously hasn't been out in a couple of years, but that is the most recent incarnation we have of Chucky, right? He's not scary anymore. And I have proof. When I was a young kid, I'm talking 3 years old, I seen Chucky for the first time and I was terrified. Absolutely horrified at what I saw. I'm talking nightmares. I couldn't be in stores where there were dolls. It was bad. The whole thing was real bad. I didn't get over that fear until I was pretty old, to tell you the truth. My son, I have a child. Okay, he's fairly young, 4 or 5 years old, right? I don't watch that stuff in front of him. He's a little too young yet for like that much. So, but you know, when he's napping or he falls asleep at nighttime or he's with his mom or whatever the case is, obviously this is what I do, right? I'll throw on a horror movie. One night, I throw on Chucky, TV show. He wakes up, catches me, comes out, he's hungry, whatever. So, you know, I get up and I'm making him drink. I forgot to pause the TV or whatever. He's watching it, just watching it. He's not afraid. He's not afraid. He wasn't afraid of Chucky. Now, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not just going to let him sit there and watch Chucky now. But my point is, if kids, 15, 20 years ago were petrified of the character, and then kids today, it doesn't even faze them, whether it's the redesign or the jokes 24/7, because there was a lot of blood in the TV show, but it's not the same. It's not even scary. It's just not scary, right? And that's kind of how you have to do things now, unfortunately. Well, it's not, but it's how things are being done. And my fear is if they ever do make a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, which we might not ever get again because the rights have been so caught up in limbo since Wes Craven passed away, how do you make it as dark as the real horror fans want it without toning it down and making it too campy? So I want to hear from you down in the comments below. If you can make an ideal Nightmare on Elm Street reboot plot, what would it be? What would the plot be in your ideal movie? And I know there's a majority of people who don't even want one. There's a lot of people who want them, a lot of them who don't, because a lot of people can't see anybody else but Robert Englund playing the character. And listen, Robert Englund, super iconic, right? Literally horror slasher Mount Rushmore. You can't beat it. Like, there's some characters you just can't beat, right? But I do think Nightmare on Elm Street would work without him. I even think Jack or Jason Earl Haley in the 2010 reboot. Um, I don't think he did that bad. The writing was bad, right? The effects were bad. The production was bad. But his portrayal of the script he was giving wasn't that bad. So I think the production side of Nightmare on Elm Street matters a lot more than the actor. I think you get a no-name actor, do everything practical. We don't need all these CGI effects, right? And you have a good story with a good director and good horror tropes, right? And I think you make a fine movie. Don't misunderstand me. Am I saying he will outdo Robert Englund in any way? No. But it will be fine though. It's not going to be to where you're like, oh, I can't watch. I think he could do something nice. But again, I want to hear from you. What would your ideal Nightmare on Elm Street movie be? Or a TV show. We're in an age where everybody's making TV shows now, so. And listen, if you're not a new viewer and you're one of my regular supporters, I really need your help. You know I normally shoot my videos like this, like kind of like it's a short or a TikTok or whatever, and I just make them long. It's because I don't really have room for like a set and everything. I don't have all this fancy equipment. I have my cell phone. I have my cell phone and a green curtain. That's all I got. I get a lot of people complaining about how it doesn't fill out the full screen if they're watching on their computers or their TVs or whatever. So I'm trying something different now, but I need to hear from you guys. Would you prefer the way I normally do my videos, or do you like a setup like this more? Please let me know down in the comments below. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.